resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going over.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that...
There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Makes a man miss. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Badgers are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
He's moving out of the pocket. The throw. Got his man on the right. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Sayed. Makes the grab outside, it's Peoples. How about this running back dragging a toe and
receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding an escape route. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Edwards. Thanks to grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Shakes off the defender. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Firing to the right, complete. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Buckeyes will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Converts on fourth down, still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Edwards. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Ballard. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Edwards. Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Tate. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Finds the tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Catch in the middle, it's Acker. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to fire. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Acker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Grab behind the line. It's Dupree. On the move at the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Makes the catch. It's Tate. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He fires to the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking left, and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab on the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Going for it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Quick release by the QB.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain with your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anthony. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Acker. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Edwards. Snagged in the middle, it's Anthony. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do.